What's going on, guys? So I just finished watching this awful movie called Dead and Breakfast. It was released in 2004 by Anchor Bay. It's directed by a guy named Matthew Lutweiler, and he's directed movies like Roadkill and The Space Between Us and Unearthed. And none of those movies had very good ratings on the Internet Movie Database. But yeah, this movie was terrible. It was trying to be like some sort of horror comedy about these group of like young adults. These guys are driving around in an RV, and they, typical movie cliche, they get bad directions, and they can't find, because they're trying to go to this wedding, and they can't find the town they're supposed to go to, so they decide to shack up in this place called Lovelock. And as soon as they get into town, we meet, I guess, the narrator of the movie, and he's some country guy who's in a country band, and he's like a musical narration. And this movie has terrible, like it's trying to do joke songs about zombies and shit. It's just terrible. Oh, it's the worst. So yeah, they have to go to this bed and breakfast where it's owned by David Carradine from Kill Bill and Kung Fu, and he even got his daughter Ever Carradine to star in this movie. It's like, thanks, Dad, thanks for getting me a starring role with your big Hollywood pull in this shitty movie with Oswald from Drew Carey. Oswald, Diedrich Bader is in this movie as David Carradine's assistant at the bed and breakfast, and he's doing this fucking French accent like Oswald from Drew Carey, going, "C'est l'heure, this is not your house, get your shoes off the table," and it's just that bad. It's fucking terrible. But yeah, that coupled with musical narration, every time someone's going to town, this fucking cowboy has to come in going to town, going to get some bone, and ding dong, go down, ding ding. It's it's really stupid. But yeah, there's a cast of characters, typical boyfriend girlfriend. There's a guy who just got beat up in a fight the night before, and he's got a bandage on his head, and he's dating this really bitchy girl. And then there's this kind of religious nut kind of guy who even counts all the roadkill, the animals killed on the road there, so he can say a prayer for them later. And there's the vegan girl, and of course the laid back kind of stoner character. But what happens in this movie at the house is that Oswald from Drew Carey gets killed, and they find him pinned to the wall in the kitchen, and there's blood everywhere. There's even the gore in here is it was kind of almost good, but not really. So anyway, the whole point of the movie is there's a box. David Carradine dies of a heart attack, and he's telling everyone not to go in this box. There's a mystical box where spirits live in there, and I guess a while ago they David Carradine and his Buddhist friend or something like that unearthed this baby that died, and they go dig up its corpse and burn it, and the spirit goes in this box, and now it's evil spirits live in there. They can't leave town because of Oswald's dead body, so the sheriff takes away their RV keys, so they can't leave town. One of them opens the box and becomes possessed, and it's like a zombie movie. This guy turns into this kind of zombie thing, and they go to this shindig at a barn, and the zombie characters pulling off people's ears and hair, putting it in the box, and when that happens, those people become possessed too, and you have to shoot them in the head. And it's just really stupid. Oh, it's incredibly dumb. There's a cool scene where a guy gets a chainsaw to the back of the neck, and it's stuck in his head. He's he's got a chainsaw in his head. But yeah, and there's, I don't know, it's stupid country singing and terrible zombie movie. I guess it's supposed to be a horror parody. The tag for this movie, the tagline was, "It's like a bad horror movie, only worse," and that's pretty accurate. It's got a terrible soundtrack. The acting is just fucking terrible. It's got terrible music cues. I don't know. The only thing I kind of liked about this movie was the opening sequence was kind of cool. It had a comic book kind of thing going on. It was kind of interesting. Yeah, but it's not even so bad that it's funny. I did laugh twice. I remember when they were at the shindig, there was these cowboys outside, and they had they were laying down on their backs, and they had one of their legs each tied to each other, and they're trying to do some sort of leg arm wrestling kind of thing, and that was kind of funny. But I don't know why I laughed, but it's just fucking stupid. Don't watch this movie. It was fucking terrible. And it also stars Portia de Rossi. I don't remember what other movie she's in, but she's playing the bride, and she plays a real bitch. She's not in the movie very long though. But yeah, this movie is fucking awful.